Welcome, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. Please be sure to subscribe, tap the bell for all to be notified when I post new readings, and of course, like, comment, and share these videos. It helps to bring you more collective readings. These readings are for clarity and guidance, spiritual clarity and guidance for your situation. We're focusing on Jupiter. This is Thursday, so Jupiter is about luck, wealth, and prosperity. Every Thursday is Jupiter Day. All the days of the week have a planet associated with them. And so this is the energy I'm tapping into for this reading. I channel messages. The cards are pretty much just here to help you see what I'm getting channeled in, okay? So because these are a general reading for the collective, only take what resonates for you and your situation, leave what doesn't. I've already cleansed the space using my soul sister Tina's abundance wand. I'm also going to be using my soul sister Anais, the Fire Witch Tarot Hustle deck, and I'm going to be using my other soul sister Maruk's career and money deck. We're going to tap into what's going on with your money situation or what could be about to take place. Remember to use your discernment and tap into your intuition because you are responsible for your actions and reactions to general and personal readings. If you wish to book with me, whether it be a reading or a soul session, you can do so via the website link in my description. You can only book with me through my website. There's no other way. If you wish to tip towards collective readings, you can also include the type of readings you want to see when you make a tip. And you can also do that through the links in my description. So without further ado, I'm feeling like we should start with hustle. Let's find out what's going on with the money here, my loves. What's going on? What's happening with your money flow? Let's see what abundance we can bring to you. This is your year. Okay. I'm feeling like someone said this last year. There's a strong energy of someone going when they saw that card because you told yourself this last year and now you're hearing that and you're like, I said that last year and look what happened. Yeah, well, last year was last year. This year is this year, and this is the divine saying this is your year, but it's going to depend upon your moves. It's one thing to say, oh, I claim this is my year, but you got to back that with action, calculated action on top of that. Flexible, calculated action is what I just heard. Don't just talk about it, be about it. What else do we have here? Ooh, okay, all right. A few came out. Oh, well, we know why somebody's idea didn't work last year. Stolen ideas. Be careful who you trust. That's literally what I heard. Well, we know why last year didn't work. Somebody's ideas were stolen. You know who you are. Also, somebody has an individual around them. You already feel, okay. Y'all have to start listening to your intuition. Separate your intuition from your opinion, first of all. You can feel, many of you can feel when somebody feels a bit shady, a bit off, and you're not basing it on because, ooh, they look like somebody you didn't like before and blah, blah, blah. It's a genuine feeling of, you know what, I don't have any ill intent towards this person, but I feel like I shouldn't trust them with XYZ, or I shouldn't rely on them for this, that, and the third. But then because you don't want to look like, you decide to go, I'm going to give them a chance anyway. And then they start doing little things that obviously come off as sneaky or suspicious, and you just tolerate it. Like, oh, it's my imagination. Oh, I'm being too hard on them, blah, blah, blah. When your instincts and your intuition, and when I say intuition, I'm talking about third eye, crown, chakra energy. When it is telling you, no, do not pass go, don't pass go. You've been talking to somebody about your plans, and they've been inquiring. I don't just mean like, oh, that's a great idea. Well, did you think about going about it this way? I mean, tell me more. And the way that it's something about the way they ask you questions that comes off real sneaky. And they try to brush it off later, like they don't, as if maybe they're not interested like that in your idea. And it's like, why are you asking me about it if you're not interested in it? If you're going, oh, I don't think that's going to work, then why ask me about it again and again and again? Take the hint. You feel what I'm saying? You know, whoever that's for, you know who you are and you know who that's about. I'm seeing a feminine too. I'm actually seeing two things. I'm seeing a masculine who's dealing with a person like that. It's not a lover or anything. It's either a so-called friend or maybe like your sister's friend or something like that. And whenever you're talking about your ideas, she's like, I don't know about that, but if you was gonna do it, how would you go about it? And it's like, if the idea sounds stupid to her, why is she asking you all these questions, bro? Why? You know, don't be boo boo the fool. Okay, pay attention. You felt that that was odd for a reason, and it's like she finds ways to bring it up even when the topic's not on that. But I'm also seeing a feminine figure dealing with a woman that's the same way, but it's a little different. She actually acts like she likes the idea, but then it's like she tries to, it's almost as if when she gives you advice on how to go about it, it's almost as if she's claiming your idea as her own, as if she thought of it already, if that makes sense. That's just what's channeling in. Take what resonates for you. But for the collective in general, be mindful of who you share your ideas with. Be mindful of who you're talking to when you're expressing your creative. When it's something you're working on and you don't already have versions of it copywritten or visible for people to see that that was your idea, then be mindful. Just be quiet until you come out with the project, okay? What else do we have? Law of attraction, manifestation. Somebody's manifesting something right now. We also have, ooh, okay. Okay. Somebody here, someone's motivating others to succeed, and in doing so, it's actually helping you to manifest for yourself as well. It's that give and receive energy you guys hear me talk about. For my regulars, you hear me talk about it all the time. It's like, yes, you want stuff for yourself, but you're also manifesting. Let's rearrange these real quick, because I feel like for some of you, this is more your story, for others this, and then for some of you, it's all the above. But when you motivate others to work on their projects, it's not about stealing, but when you do that, you do it genuinely. It's really from the heart. And I feel like that person that's trying to steal your ideas, they've peeped that. So they might be in a work environment with you. Again, maybe they know a relative of yours. And, you know, you might be doing your work like around the house or something like that. And they see you. I'm seeing somebody like walk on a phone and they're telling somebody, yeah, this is a great idea. You should try doing it this way, blah, blah, blah. And that sneaky individual is listening in to what you're talking about. And they can tell that when you give people advice, it's genuine. You could be someone that could market the advice that you give. You could actually be someone that can make some type of program where maybe you're a mentor, maybe you give some type of social media marketing advice. This person might have already stole some of your ideas if it comes to that. Like they overhear you talking about how to get an ad done on Instagram or something in a really effortless way, and they're already copying it, but they're acting like they came up with it on their own. And if this is someone you work with, you're going to really need to be careful, because that's the kind of person that all of a sudden you'll blink and they'll go, oh, I have this new project, and it's really your project. But for others, I'm feeling like this story might not be yours, but this one is, where you're really motivating others to succeed. You want to see them succeed. And I'm hearing that you can make a business out of that. And by you putting that energy out there anyway, the excitement of it all, the excitement you get from helping people and giving them advice, is actually helping you to manifest for yourself. Remember, I told you law of attraction takes action and energy. Okay, emotion, that's energy in motion. So when you put your emotions into what you're doing, in the sense that you believe you already have it, you're already successful at whatever it is, it's just time to bring it into fruition. Doors that seem to be closed will open for you. But you have to stay consistent, and you have to keep your vibration up. You have to be able to face challenges with a high vibration. Okay? So for those of you with a sneaky person around, don't let them ruin your year. Be mindful. Trust your instincts. Because if you're helping people, if you're motivating people, you've been around and probably been burnt enough to know the energy of who to trust. Don't assume. Really pay attention and tap in, and it'll come to you naturally. And when in doubt, just ask the divine to help you. Ask your ancestors to help you. They will. But pay attention to the signs they give you. Some of you might already be clairaudient, and you could probably hear or feel some type of sensation, some type of verbal sensation or thought. You know when it's a thought from your ancestors, when it has a humble feeling. it's pure intent, and you know the voice you heard wasn't yours, or you know the thought you just had in your head wasn't yours. And sometimes they're giving you guidance and you might be brushing it off or being like, I don't know if that's going to work. They're in a higher plane. They can see things you can't at the moment anyway. So listen and pay attention. Always tap into your own intuition regardless of where the advice is coming from, though. That's interesting. Okay, let's tap into what some of the traits may be that you might need to clear, or that you may need to tap further into for this to be your year. Okay. Parenthood. I can definitely see that you might have okay, someone is a parent. I'm seeing a single father and a single mother. And I'm seeing a couple, but one of the, if you're in the couple, you're the parent that tries to do your work and kind of like be at home with the kids. So you might have a job where you go out sometimes, but due to COVID, you may have had to change it to being working from home. And so you're kind of like trying to juggle working at home and taking care of your kids. For others, you have a parent vibe. And when you're motivating others and you're trying to help them succeed, you come off like a mama bear, a papa bear, or like a big brother, big sister. You could be a part of that program. You could be a part of Big Brother, Big Sister, or something like that. Something that puts you in this mentor, but almost like a loving parent position. But for some of you, you need to clear up. You know, last year wasn't good for you, and it wasn't just because of all of the stuff that just went on in 2020. It was actually due to some things from the year before still playing out in 2020, and it was halting a lot of the projects and the ideas you had. I just did a reading on Instagram of a similar nature where people, like your own thoughts were getting in the way. You were trying to manifest something, but you were only trying to do it from one perspective, and you need to broaden your mind and open up your perspective. There could be something from your youth. It doesn't have to necessarily be inner child as far as like being a kid, but maybe something from your teen years or your early 20s, if you're a little further up in age, that kind of also created that mentality that when something falls apart, you just go, oh, well, it's not going to work out. You'll keep trying to work on it, but your mentality is it's not going to work. I already tried it and I know it's not going to work. I'll do it, but you got to let that go. It's getting in the way. Tap into your curiosity, tap into your spark, because when we're curious, we look at things from more than one perspective because we're curious about it. We want to know all the different angles and prospects of it. And that's what you're going to need to do. Change your perspective. I just keep hearing that over and over, right? We have somebody might be in nursing school, or you were in nursing school, or you're some type of caregiver. Again, I'm also picking up this is because you're a person that likes to nourish others. Yeah. So that's the vibe I'm getting from the card. Other stuff on the card may resonate for some people, but again, this is what's channeling in. And what's channeling in is you're someone that has that parent-like vibe to you in a good way. It's not a bad way. People tend to look up to you. You could be someone that works with youth that's younger than you. You could be a teacher, or you could just be someone that, again, you like seeing others succeed. So you mentor where you can, and you know, you're in a position to make money off of that. And the best way to make money, it's doing something that you love and doing it from the heart space. If we create from the heart space, we manifest the most successful things. We manifest things that really help the collective in this world and really encourages them to do the same. So don't be one of those people that are like, but when I give advice, I don't think I should charge for that. Don't do that. Don't cut off your own blessing. You can't sit there and be crying that your money is struggling and the divine gives you a talent, a natural talent of knowing how to communicate, maybe make a program or give advice, which can be a source of income because it's already something that you love to do. You can be fair in how you charge about it, but you're helping someone to step into, I mean, think of how many people you've given advice to that probably can take that advice or have taken that advice and made a ton of money. Think about that. It's about everyone being abundant and knowing what abundance is. But if you keep having a negative view or you keep getting in your own way, then it's going to be hard to make this your year. So that confirms what I was hearing about, like, this year the divine is saying make it your year, but it depends on your actions and how you go about it, your thought process. Your thoughts are always manifesting your reality. Okay, let's see if we get some more. We have planner. Plan. I feel like that goes into those ideas that you don't want nobody to take. Pay attention to detail and create a plan to grow your business and personal finances, careers and event planning, project manager, or professional organizer could be you. This is a great time to take financial inventory and see what needs changing. Yeah, definitely, especially if you are, and see how it says programming, but I feel like not just for computers, but again, making like some type of program that helps people learn whatever it is that you know about. I mean, that's what brings value to what you're supposed to buy. It's that you know something. Spirit is coming in really fast. It's jamming my words. But you know and have a gift or a talent. And what you know about it in your own unique way. I feel like you're somebody that's open to learn it from different perspectives, and you're able to teach it really well. So it's not like people are going to pay you for nothing. They're paying you for your knowledge, to have an idea, to know how to do what it is that you do. And you can probably teach it to them in a way where they can make it their own. Like if you're teaching them marketing, you can teach them marketing where it's simple, but hey, here's how you add your own twist to it so you stand out in the crowd, blah, blah, blah. You know who you are. And again, I do feel like some of you could be a teacher, or you're some type of mentor. And I feel like Spirit is telling you, plan. You want to be an entrepreneur. You really don't want to work for anyone else, to be honest. A lot of you don't want to work for some type of corporation. You want to be like your own thing, have your own LLCs and etc. And if that's the case, then you need to do the research necessary and plan ahead to execute it properly. I feel like, again, for most of you, it wasn't just about last year. It's about 2019. You had ideas. From around 2018, 2019, they started falling through. And 2020, when you thought, okay, I finally got it. No, but you kept trying to go about it the same way. Change your perspective, evolve. You like learning new things, so why are you staying stuck in how you're trying to execute this one plan? Again, you might resonate with the reading that's on my Instagram. I recommend checking that post out just in case, because I do feel like a lot of you will resonate with that. I do feel like some of you want to be an event planner, but you want like your own planning company. You don't want to be an agent for someone else. You want to be the boss and pay other people. Like you pay other people and train other people underneath your company, but you want it to be a okay, we're going to get our business done, but this is a work environment where you all know that I value you and you value me type of vibe. Take what resonates for you. It's a lot of different things channeling in. I'm trying to keep it simple. I always get big groups in my channel messages. I'm sensing some other stuff wants to come out. Let's see what it is. Okay, we have offering. All right, so some of you do spirit work, or you've been curious about it. I'm sensing somebody's curious about it more so. Like you don't really know how to go about it, but you've been kind of like scrolling on Amazon looking at ancestor money. You know who you are, because that was like a direct call out. Spirit does that sometimes. But we have, the universe will meet all your needs. Consider having a money altar. Call upon your spirit guides, angels, to assist you during this time. And remember what I said earlier. When you have questions about something, call on your ancestors, call on the divine. They will answer, but pay attention to the signs they give. So this is confirmation of that. For whomever, I feel like it's more than one of you, but I do feel like that one sentence was targeted at a very key person. But whether you're shopping on Amazon for ancestor money, or whether you're able to find someone that makes candles and things from scratch, first of all, this is why it's important to tap into intuition so that you can be guided properly. So start having conversations with your guides and your ancestors. Remember, not all ancestors are good ancestors, so pay attention to the vibe that comes in when you're channeling. Set an intention. I want the ancestors that I'm communicating with to be the ones that have my best intention at heart, the ones that want to see me succeed. They know that I love them, they love me, yada, yada, yada. Because a lot of times we also get ancestors from way, way back, way over yonder. 100, 200 years ago, okay? And they have a lot of knowledge, and they've lived in the other side for a while now. They see a lot of things. They have a lot of knowledge, and also some of them learn through you. So be willing to communicate. I feel like many of you are gifted, but you ignore your gifts, or you brush it off. It's okay. It's okay to come to people for guidance and clarity, but be willing to also accept what you're capable of doing as well, because that's the point of our job. Our job isn't to just be here and you just keep having problems and having to come to us because of that. Our job is to help you tap into your own inner knowing so that you're able to get the answers you need on your own. And when you do need assistance, you can come back and say, hey, I need assistance with this, that, and the third. But we're supposed to want to see you succeed. That's what's channeling in here. Somebody needed to hear that. Someone also needed to hear that, yes, you've had this idea to create a money altar for your ancestors, and this is confirmation for it, specifically for your ancestors. That's what I'm hearing. Specifically for your ancestors, you want to create a money altar, not just a regular altar. Sounds like a name's trying to come in, like a Ashley or Tiffany. A Tiffany's been trying to come in for a while. So if you're an Ashley or a Tiffany, or maybe you had an ancestor by that name, or maybe your name means something similar or sounds similar in your language, because it's kind of hazy. But Tiffany's a name that's been popping up a lot whenever I'm just even prepping for readings. So if you've been thinking of doing an altar for your ancestors, Tiffany, I recommend that you do it, or a person whose name sounds like Tiffany or Ashley. All right, loves, and that was your prosperity reading. I hope that gave you clarity and guidance on your situation, made things a bit more seamless for you. Peace, love, and light, beautiful beings.